In 1957, the Soviet Union, oftentimes dismissed by Western Europeans as a backwater, launched the first artificial satellite into space, stunning Western democratic nations who saw themselves as being the forefront of science and technology, especially the Americans. The Soviet Union would follow with a winning streak, putting Yuri Gagarin, the first man in space, eventually followed by the first woman, and even dog in space. In response to this, many Americans and other Westerners were shocked, seeing their own system, civilization, and way of life as being inferior. But President Kennedy didn't give up. He raised the bar. In 1961, he promised to put a man on the moon. After all, his predecessor, President Eisenhower, had invested a great deal of money and mind power into infrastructure and scientific research projects, setting up NASA. After trial and error and further humiliation by the Soviets, the Americans came through, developing heavy-lift vehicles launched off the surface of the Earth, most famously von Braun's Saturn V rocket, which eventually sent Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins to the moon. The Americans were falling behind at the beginning, but like an Olympic sprinter at the last few seconds, managed to beat their opponent, and landed 5 more crews throughout the 70s. Generally speaking, the Americans won in the long run, with the greatest accomplishment of going to the moon. However, no one can deny the profound accomplishments of the Soviets.